Go and try your luck. Test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up. Then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up. This the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up. Trying to put the face to the name.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Aew Dynamite Wednesday night live party, baby. As always, it's your truly the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Tuco. Bro, what is good?
Man, what is good, man, is right now we got that main event, man. That boy Adam Copeland going up against the patriarch, the daddy of AEW, Christian Cage.
Man, bro, I'm ready. They've been hyping this up all night. They've been hyping it up all week. And yo, in 2023, we get Adam Copeland, aka Edge versus Christian Cage in the main event, and people are excited about it. Bro, I bet you didn't have this in your bingo card when AEW started.
No, but then again, man, just guys that know how to work this business, finding ways to still stay relevant. Jericho, Christian, and a handful of others. So hey, it is what it is. But we're gonna see what it do. I don't expect. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a 5-star match or a 5-star dud, but we gonna see what it do.
I got a question for you as you watch these Hall of Famers get ready to do battle dudes. So Adam says he feels like that Christian has made the TNT title at this moment the most relevant title in AEW. Do you agree or do you feel differently?
He's made it very relevant. I won't say it's the most relevant title, but it's relevant because of just him having it and just kind of what he's been doing with it. But it's getting, how we sometimes used to complain about how WWE used to showcase their secondary championships and their champions and presented them in a kind of respectable way. Yeah. That's something that AEW does very well, is they showcase their secondary championships in a respectable way. Like WWE does it better now, at least, with the Intercontinental Championship. They've been doing great with that. United States Championship, it's been kind of up and down. But AEW has always highlighted its international championship, the AEW National Championship, the TNT Championship. Like, you've seen a lot of great main event matches evolve, and involve the TNT Championship. So it's always been relevant. It's been it's had main event moments of the show, pay-per-views. You've seen some stars, like you've seen what you needed to see out of it for it to feel like something. And that championship is something. It means something. And it's not just like even though it is a secondary or third, if you want to consider it, championship, but it is a valuable championship that people do want to hold and have, because when you look at the people who've had it and you look at the success they've had with it, can you really argue it? Like, can you really argue a lot of the champions and what they've done after it? You can argue some. I'm not gonna say everybody, because not every Intercontinental champion has won a world championship. Not every United States champion have won a world heavyweight championship. So obviously you're going to have that with these kind of belts, but I do feel like they're being presented better. I wouldn't call it the most prestige or the most relevant. Obviously, that's the Triple B. That's right. But it's definitely up there in relevancy.
Speaking of relevancy and championships, right now these two are beating the piss out of each other. Mainly Adam Copeland beating Christian. Dude, when you look at Christian, you look at the TNT title holders, right? Where would you rank him right now as far as title reigns or relevancy in that respect?
Right now, well, if I gotta rank him against everybody else, he's dead last because he hasn't had that many matches.
Okay.
If I gotta look at Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Cody Rhodes,
Miro.
Warlow, and Miro, if I gotta measure him compared to them, he's at the bottom of that list because they were fighting defending that championship very often.
Yeah.
Christian's been just kind of walking around with it, but his character has been speaking more volumes.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe character wise, he's probably one of the top three. As far as the character holding that championship, but as far as the wrestler wrestling it, defending it, that reign,
Yeah.
it's a 74-day reign. But how many matches has he really had with it? In
That's
74 days, how many matches did Darby Allin have defending that championship? In 74 days, how many matches did Cody defend that championship? Miro and all these other guys. Like, how many times did they defend it and put on good matches? Not every match was great, but they put on enough decent matches for it to have that respect. So, oh, damn. Damn. Ooh, damn, that was a nice shot to the throat. Damn. What up, Clive?
live. What up, baby?
So I title reign is at the bottom. Character wise, it's top three.
Okay. And like you said, man, hey, dude, everything you say, I agree 100%, man, 100%. Dude, while we in commercial break right now, we waiting some more of our GOW faithful to file in. What do you make of the alleged dysfunction with AEW? I mean, this is something that's been going on in every wrestling company. We heard about it with WWE, especially when Vince and they were trying to get him out of there. Then he came back, and then even before that and after that, you're always going to have the rumor mill as long as there's dirt sheets. But what do you make of the blatant trolling now? I mean, at one point, I kind of understood it with AEW and WWE because it seemed AEW was brand new, right? And you got the WWE faithful who they felt how they felt. But now I feel like people are legitimately going out of their way, man, to bash AEW. Do you think AEW is fine, despite people being unhappy, despite this as worse off as people trolls make it out to be?
No. I do. I think trolls are making it out to be worse than what it is, but
Yeah,
I don't think it's that bad. Is everyone happy? No. But we knew that was going to happen. I mean, that's just part of the business. And any company, you can look in TNA, you can look at Ring of Honor, you can look at WWE, you can look at AEW. AEW is fine. Obviously, man, we've always said, and the one thing that was always made very clear that I remember, you remember, and those who actually have common sense likes to remember, or just don't want to be assholes.
Right.
AEW was always predicated on you being allowed to get yourself over, and if you get yourself over, then you're going to get that TV time. You're going to get that notoriety and that thing that you want. And if you don't get over and something isn't working, you're not going to get on TV. So for a lot of people, I'm not really sure how much of a creative direction TK has as far as people's character and what they do. I think he has a lot of leeway with people and what they want to do for themselves. When we see out of Tony Storm, I think that's more of just what it's more of. I'm not saying he may not have a hand in seeing her vision, but it's more of her vision. Where if something is working for certain guys, it's working, or girls, it's working because they're putting in that work for it to work, or they're doing that thing in the ring to make it work. And a lot of people, their character ain't great, and what they do in the ring ain't that great. So you need to
say it again.
you got to do your part. I mean, damn, we crapped on Vince, man, because a lot of what he thought was good was not always good, and it wasn't who people truly were. So now in AEW, you get to see people kind of be who they want to be. And if it works, it works. And if it don't work, then, man, it's not working. If the people aren't vibing to it, I'll take the Hardys. People love the Hardys, but people ain't really clamoring to watch too many of the Hardys matches.
Yeah.
Like, we love the Hardys, man. But like I said, man, because they're not, these guys are getting older and they're broken down. And you can see it in everything that they do. And it's hard to watch their match in the free-flowing form that we're used to when We know these guys are years years out of their prime, and their body is breaking down, and it is almost to a point of sadness because you don't want to
Mhm.
see them like this, but they
Yeah,
still feel like they can go. I think they need to move into a new direction and stop thinking that they're top talent. Like they're not in top condition to be in top talent form. So you gotta come to a life decision or choice with yourself. That's just for them. But anybody else, you gotta get over, man. You gotta put in your work. TK gotta do his part. We all know TK gotta do his part. We get on him
right,
when he bombs somebody or when something's working and he doesn't, put it on regularly like he needs to. We've gotten on him about that. And that part is on him. But that other half, man, comes on you. So if there's dysfunction or negativity, it TK can't take all the blame. You got to
yeah,
put some of it on them wrestlers, and that's in any company. In WWE, if somebody ain't happy, you know what? There was a time where we could just say it was Vince, but we can't really say
yeah.
that no. So there's opportunity. You gotta put the best foot forward. Um, but right now, man, people just want to see AEW fall because they just want to be proven right. See, we told you it was trash. We told you it
Yeah.
wouldn't last. We told you it was this. We told you it was that. We were right. La 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 la. That's all really social media is now. It's just a whole bunch of people that want to think they know every goddamn thing and just want to be some validation because, you know, they in their mom's basement, in their underwear and they ain't got no goddamn lives with themselves. I don't know, man. It just people just misery loves company. That shit,
No, hey,
I
yeah.
think that's the best way. Out of all that shit I said, the end of it really is misery just loves fucking company.
No, I mean, hey, again, bro, nothing you said I disagree with. And, I really want to get your opinion on that because it's like every single day, man. When we hop on the social medias and I'm trying to keep up with the wrestling news and the wrestling landscape. And it seems like everybody got a scoop. It seems like this, that, and the third, and it's just like, bro, it's just amazing to me how when Vince McMahon gets removed from WWE, all of a sudden the WWE hate stops, right, for the most part. And then now it seemed like, everybody that loved, AEW, it's just now, it seemed like AEW, bashing AEW was a cool thing to do. And I just really want to get your thoughts on that. And speaking of, negative publicity, it's been alleged that Brian Daniel. Okay, so Brian Danielson, there we go. Good
Mhm.
God, say that shit 3 times. He's got a role in handing out fines, allegedly. Let's keep this allegedly to
He
talent who
talked about
who disparage or put AEW in a bad light on social media, as far as complaining about the company, this, that, and the third, and if it's not storyline, if it's like a legitimate gripe, for public perception. So we talked about Cody saying that he should have never been an EVP. We talk about how we think the elites should not be EVPs, especially with them still being current active talent. How do you feel about current talent, active talent, being in a position of power of being able to hold other current talent accountable in a corporate standpoint?
well, there's all I got to say is WCW.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
reason why it's not a great idea.
Yeah.
And even though I will say the one thing I will give the elite is and Kenny Omega is what's up, Leo? What's up, Matthew? Uh they took a lot of L's. Like the
Yeah.
elite didn't come in and just instantly win the tag team goals. It took them a minute before they won the go. Kenny Omega didn't come in and just instantly win the World Heavyweight Championship. It took a minute. It took a couple of years before he got that World Heavyweight Championship.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I can't say that they were totally, in it for themselves. The mission statement was what it was. They brought in talent. They gave a lot of guys opportunity. As Edge just hit a walking power bomb on Christian, but Christian kicked out. Uh, so I can't say that they were trying to be pigeonhole anybody. They were bringing in a lot of people. They were giving a lot of people a lot of time. They were taking L's and putting people over. So I can't sit here and say that they did everything that Hogan and all them other guys were doing back in WCW, but you would know that after a while of it would start to make, it would start to rear its ugly head. And I think we started to see that once the success of starting to win and then started winning a lot and then, winning everything and doing this and all this stuff. I think then that stuff started to kick in. So yeah, you're gonna maybe they should have been EVPs, because I think if Cody wasn't an EVP, he wouldn't have put himself in that dumb stipulation that he would never win the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, which in a way was there's so many things he could have did as the champion, but also character wise. And let's be honest, again, the mission statement for Cody was to prove that he was big enough and he was good enough for WWE. And once he was able to do that, he was going to be gone. I said that, and then it happened. It's like, all right, this is what was expected. Of course, people looked at it and just looked at it as a failure for AEW, but we're looking, but people wanted to look past the truth of it. It was just for him to get back into AEW, the WWE, in which it worked, and it was what it was. But I that's just that's just how people gonna look at it. There's no other way. There's just no other way. But you just don't want to have wrestlers with that much power leading into things and then taking, just making not so much. I don't even think they pissed too many people off outside of Punk. Like outside of Punk, you didn't really have too many of those other issues. So that's where it's like I can't say those guys were bad, but I do acknowledge there were some booking decisions where it was like, I don't know if they should have got that one. But then again, you can tell where that decision came from. Right now, Edge is going for that spear, but Christian reversed it, going for the Imprinter. Oh, kill switch. There it is. 1, 2, and he kicked out. Oh, we got to focus on this, man. Now it's starting to kick up.
Hey man, absolutely. We can get back to the rest of the card and everything right now, man. Hey, let's get the people the last few minutes of this match and then we can get back at it.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it, man. I mean, the match was okay. It was a little bit of a slow start, but I think now that it's starting to get to the climax, these veterans starting to show you what they got. It's not a bad match. It's not. It wasn't bad. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Christian. Okay, that's what we're doing.
Leo says, "Oh, hey, hello, mama." Yeah.
Okay, here come mama. Mama coming down, and mama about to help Christian win. Mama finally sleeping with the father. Mama finally sleeping with daddy. Mama finally sleeping with daddy. Because why is she looking at why is she looking like Adam? Why is she looking at him?
Oh, damn. Yep.
Mama sleeping with daddy. Mama sleeping with daddy. Mama sleeping with daddy.
Wow.
Mama sleeping with daddy. Uh-huh. Nick Wayne got a new mama and a new daddy. Got a new family. He got a new family. All right.
She playing her role well, I'll tell you that, boy.
All right. Okay. Well, now some people would question this move, this motive. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, the match is over. They ain't even going. Referee not going.
The referee, bro. Here. See, this piss me off. The referee got low blow in the nuts. Why you holding your head?
Because he was still, and he just watched Christian throw the belt out the ring, and he's counting. Okay. Well, it was decent until then. All right. Well, we got what we got from there.
Well, all right. And you know what's crazy though? Like you said, the match was actually good until that shit. Yeah.
I hated that end. I hated that ending.
All right. Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I hated that ending. Again, have no problem with keeping it real. When it's bad, it's bad. When it ain't, nah.
That
I rather
wasn't it.
Christian. I rather if Christian was gonna win, I'd rather him just simply have cheated a different way than her coming out like that. It was just that was just that. Yeah, that was just all bad.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, she could have put a Santos Escobar, you know, slid the belt in the middle of the ring. And oh my God, it accidentally went to well, no, because
Or you know what? She could have just gave Adam the belt so he can act like he was gonna hit it and then walk right behind him and just low blow him. Like I don't know that might have been more better than Christian could have just. I don't know. I don't know. Anything could have been.
I know. Hey, look, we up here trying to save the match. Like, what could have been?
Right. I'm like, maybe you should have did this instead. It's like that was, damn TK. Oh well, man. You know we're trying to save grace here, but again, when something don't hit and it misses, and that missed. That ended missed. The match was cool. The match was watchable. I had no problem with the match other than the ending. Man, we got the people in right now. Nine Tail Fox says, man, stick with the guy. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, the comments are coming in. Earl's at a 2.8. Oh, snap. Hold on, Earl. We ain't got there yet. Nine Tail says, stick with the guy who said awful things to you that makes a lot of sense. Oh, well, man, hey, that's true. Leo says, man, he hit his head on the way down. Yeah. Oh man, too cold. Mama sleeping with daddy. Yeah. Mama sleeping with daddy now. I had to go back and see some of these comments. I see some of the people coming in hot. Oh man. All right, yeah, we good there. It's like Clive says, Kenny. Oh yeah, when I was talking about the Young Bucks losing, yeah, Kenny did lose a lot of matches in 2019. Oh man. All right. But yeah, man. Uncle EB loves the GOW. Leo, what's up? Champ says, man, I really don't like how Roosh got up immediately after Mox choked him out. He no sold the finish. The match was good. They soiled it. That soiled it.
I did notice how fast he got up after that, but
I don't. But see, he wasn't out that long. It was like it was like. I mean, honestly, if you want to say no sale, the whole match was kind of a no sale. Let's be honest. I mean, we kind of talk about the first match, and we could talk about that. It was the match was what it was. Two guys that can just totally beat the hell out of you and totally beat the hell out of each other. They kind of no sell most of it. I mean, Roosh walked up and kind of elbowed Moxley, and Moxley just lifted up and just punched the elbow.
You noticed that too?
It was a lot of that, man. I gotta be honest. It was a lot of that throughout the match. But for Roosh, I feel like he got choked out just enough for the ref to count, to say the match was over. And then once he let go and heard the bell, it's like he woke up, but he wasn't too far out of it.
Was it like Festus when he heard the bell? He just
he heard the bell, he heard the music, and then Moxley had let him go, and it was like he wasn't out like he was just holding it. And then it's not like WWE where WWE, they raise your hand one or two times. Right, if it was that long, then I could see him just laying there. But it was like soon as he kind of just then he what the hell, what the hell, man? You can take that how you want, but Leo. But yeah, man, it is. Earl says at live, Clive, Joe, what up, GOW? Yeah, man, what's up, GOW?
What up? We got the gang in the building.
Gang in the building, man. Gang in the building. But yeah, man, the match was cool. The match was cool, but it was kind of a no-sell for the whole part. Moxley picked up the victory. He got his 9 points. Joe says Mox and Roosh was a good match. Same with Lethal and White. Now, Lethal and White, that was a good match. Swerve and Briscoe, I'm not gonna lie, man. All of the Continental Classic matches have really just been really, really good matches. I can't really complain too much. This is probably my one complaint. This is probably, if I had to pick a kind of a weak match, I would say this one. It wasn't weak as far as who was in it. It wasn't weak as far as how hard they were willing to beat the hell out of each other, but just kind of the no selling of it. But then again, like I said, I'm kind of nitpicking here. I'm kind of finding it to be the one negative least match out of all these Continental Classic matches because they were all pretty good. So
Right.
it's kind of on a good bad kind of rate. Your thoughts, man? I think I
No,
talked enough.
no, bro. No, you good, bro. You good, man. We kicking it. No, dude. Again, I would say actually, like you, I have no problem with the Continental Classic. I love the wrestling. I love everything about it. To me, and I could be biased, but I feel like tonight's card was so far the best card of the Classic so far. I feel like every match was strong, and I really like that Swerve match. Like,
I actually liked it last week's better. I don't know, man.
did you?
Because
Oh,
the Roosh and the Mark Briscoe had me. Roosh and Mark Briscoe had me last week.
let me.
Jay Lethal and Moxley was cool. That was cool. The Briscoe and Roosh match has me, but the Jay White and Swerve match had me too. Like those three, those had me. Then of course I seen the Kingston and Eddie and Brian,
Yeah,
so it's like those what happened. Those were good too. But if I got to compare just last week's from this week, I kind of like last week's more. But I like this week's also. But
speaking of last week and this week, I want to say this because you brought up a name, and I'm glad you brought him up. Mark Briscoe. I said this, I believe, last week. I'm gonna say it again this week. I am so glad that he took that little bit of time off TV that he did, because I feel like, man, he's come back. He's not that comedy character no more. We understood what happened with his brother, and I felt like when he first came into AEW, TK kind of had him there. I don't want to say it like this, but if I'm being honest, more like a consolation prize. Like, hey, look, you finally get to get on TV. We ain't really got much for you right now. We're gonna throw you some comedy shit. Now that he's back, yo, he looked great in these last, like you said, him and Roosh, him and Swerve had a banger. It was a couple of moments where you're like, oh shit, he might really pull it out. He's been looking good.
The only thing I would say about that is I still also think that was also predicated on TNT not wanting the Briscoes on TV.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that they didn't have nothing for him. His brother had passed, and it was like, hey, we want to. First of all, you just won the Ring of Honor champion tag team belt, and then this happened. So it's like, we're going to celebrate this fallen wrestler, your brother, and and I'm pretty sure TK been politicking to try to get them on TV as much as he could anyway. And because of that, and this is why we kind of got on TNT. It's kind of like, man, you rat bastards, y'all could have gave us these guys once or twice, man. And I think they felt kind of bad, so it was like, we'll let them come on. It is what it is, and they did what they could to kind of keep him relevant, keep him going, and he took the time he needed. But him coming back and getting back to being that dude that wild dude that gets into the ring and does what he does. Hey, that I do like that, and this fits. This tournament fits that for him because where people are getting to see that and they're like, you know what, I can see him going after the TNT or AEW International Championship, something like that. I'm fine if he never does tag again. If it's with Jay Lethal, or somebody close to him like that he would want to do that, that's fine. But if he never does another tag team match, again, or like that, that's cool. Stick to the singles. You're good enough for the singles, so I'm good with that. Earl says that, Leo, did you get the memo, bro? You was demoted to head of dishwashing. Damn, boy. Woo.
Damn. Man. Not the head of the dishwasher, not the HOD.
Damn, boy, I thought you was outside. Now you went from valet to dishwasher. Woo, you can't even touch cars no more. Champ says, man, the classic tournament is different. It has a real wrestling feel to it. No outside interference. Excuse me. Fast-paced matches, heels versus heels. Most of the matches have been good too. Hey, Tuco, the only thing that would make this tournament better is you getting out of your mom's basement. Then Leo says, "Damn, Earl."
Hey, you swerved the shit out of me because I'm reading it. I'm like,
I sure did because the champ got to be the champ and I got to be me. Man, hey, how can I go from HR to valet to dishwasher? And the champ is laughing. LOL. Hey,
that boy got a fall from grace. He's suffering them P. Diddy allegations, man.
That boy got about 4 different pays right now.
Man,
he didn't went up and down the scale right now, man. But nah, man. what were we talking about? Oh, the classic. But no, the classic tournament, I like it, and there's everything that Champ says. You just get wrestlers that you know you like that are good, and you get to see matchups of different people and see what they do. And because we were so conditioned by WWE standard of it's got to be a good guy versus a bad guy all the time, that when you get the heel on heel, a lot of people don't think you can do it. And you can actually, if it's the right people. You can't do it with everybody, but if you put the right people in the right situation, a Jay White and a Swerve, you get what we got last week. So I'm not mad about it whatsoever. We gave you a week to appeal, but you never showed up. Ooh, he said you never showed up. You got to see raw talent too. Yeah, and you get to see a lot of raw talent, and that's what you want to see. You just get to see, and like you say, no outside interference, and it's pretty. I mean, you get an opportunity to really just show you're the best in this business, and these are for the guys that truly believe they are the best in this business, not in the entertainment of just entertaining you and dancing and being a character, but being what they claim they are in that ring, and that's the best in the ring. So yeah, man, no, I'm for it, and this is why it works. I know a lot of people are crapping on it because everybody just loves WWE style of everything, and no other company can do something different to make themselves stand out in a way where it's like they're lame, they're weak. It's like
But here's this exactly what you said. That's why I like this, because we complain about, okay, we just said the other day, AEW we feel like has too many damn people, right? It's too many people coming in, too many people on top of the people you already had, not enough airtime, not enough this, that, and the third. People bitching about stories. Well, look, I feel like Tony kind of like, okay, you know what? I don't have stories for everybody. Bet. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Here's the story. The winner of this gets this brand new Triple Crown championship. And here's the thing: even if your favorite person loses the first time out, they still have opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not like, okay, well, damn, we seen that coming. He lost. All right, he's done. No, because you might have been able to predict he lost that first match, but then he still got opportunities later on in the tournament to still advance to become champion or whatever. So, and again, even with Mark Briscoe, he statistically he's already eliminated. They already said
him and Jay Lethal are eliminated. Him and them
but
two
he's
are
still in
already
the
out.
tournament. So he still gets a chance to put on bangers with other people. And then, like you say, in the future, he may get a chance at a TNT championship or a Mid-Atlantic, All-Atlantic, whatever the case may be. So, I like it. At first, I was kind of like, damn, TK, another tournament. But like you said, seeing how they've been doing this the last 3 weeks, I'm cool. You want to give me a whole show full of great wrestling and it means something? No outside shenanigans. So you have to keep it in the ring.
And that's what AEW is. It's wrestling based. It's not entertainment based. Yeah, they're gonna try to entertain you with some stuff. Like people are gonna talk. People are gonna talk shit to each other. One guy that thinks he's better in the ring is gonna come out and talk shit to another guy that thinks they're better in the ring, and they're gonna have a match and they're gonna see who's the better. And then one guy win, and then one guy get mad and he'll want to rematch, and they'll do it again, and then that guy will win. And guess what? You get a fucking match. You get to enjoy good rivalry. You get to see something you probably didn't even know you wanted to see. And again, we didn't know we wanted to see Swerve versus Hangman Page, and now look at us. We're waiting for round number 3. Look, bro, it's like, what do you? Like, damn, man, you can't have everything, and we don't get everything our way. Some things we agree with, some things we don't. But damn it, I'm loving what I'm seeing. All right. He says, keep it in the ring unless you're Roosh and Mox. Leo, you're right. Earl says, way I see it, WWE has the bigger stars and the bigger name, but AEW has the better in-ring action and a better flow of their shows. They've learned that it took them a while to get to that flow. It took TK a while to get through that flow in the shows. I will say that. It took him a couple of years. It is the bigger entertainment aspect, WWE. Of course, they do have the bigger name stars. They're on the bigger platform.
Right.
And the problem is you don't see a lot of those stars wrestle. Some you do, some you don't. In AEW, you see everybody wrestle. Some it may be a handful that you don't see a lot, MJ.
Right.
But you don't get as many as you do in WWE. and you don't get to keep same repetitive matches week after week after week. Which I'm you know, you get different people. I'd rather see different people wrestle and be okay with that than seeing the same damn 8 people wrestle for 6 to 7 damn months.
And you know what? Again, God, bro, you are on the fucking roll because every time I'm thinking we're gonna get to another subject, you keep saying some shit that I keep agreeing with. So to double on that point, yeah, because you know, again, first 3 years of AEW, Britt Baker, because as you said many times, at that time, that's all we kind of had for the women. Then you got the Chris Statlander, but then she got hurt, and then you had women coming and going. Then they pushed Rio, and then you got Shida, yada yada yada. But now Tony Storm is a perfect example. You know, we got away from Britt. Britt's off for a little bit. Now it's Tony Storm's turn. You know, but again, it's cycles. It's cycles. And then just when you ain't seen nobody on TV for a while, TK, man, he come up with a match or a storyline of what we say. Easter eggs, man. He doubling back from, you know, something we forgot that happened at the beginning of AEW. And bam, now that's a whole new situation. So exactly. It's not like with WWE where you got the same goddamn match week after week, the same people. Like, bro, come on, man. Really? Bianca and Damage Control? Like, god damn, can we stop this?
No, no, this is entertainment. This is good shit. Okay, this is good shit. Okay, and we're gonna give it to you for the next 3 months. All right. So enjoy this shit. Damn it. Ungrateful bastard. Look here, man. Roddy Strong finally decided to stand out the damn wheelchair.
Man.
That, you know, I'm just, you know, he finally decided to stand up. Then of course, man, we got the Page. He got accused of being the devil. Him and MJF kind of went back and forth. It's going to lead to a speculation that Heyman Page bust a bottle over MJF's head, which is why we didn't get the tag team match. All right, cool. TK found a way to keep Max from wrestling. Okay, cool, no problem. All right, okay, TK. It is what it is. Then of course, man, we got Swerve versus Mark Briscoe, and again, another Continental Classic match. Again, dude, I liked it. It was a good match, man. Nice back and forth. Briscoe definitely showing, man, he can go in the ring with anybody. He can hang with anybody. He can take it. He can deliver it. He almost had it a couple of times, man. I thought, damn, Mark gonna mess around and he about to steal 3 points. Mark about to. I'm like, damn, he at least about 3 times I thought he was about to steal 3 points and be on the board. I'm like, damn, Briscoe, okay. Oh, my boy Swerve. I didn't want to see Swerve lose, but it's like,
they were selling the hell out them false finishes, bro.
Yeah, they really were. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, man. If he get it, man. He earned it. He earned that 3 points, man. Damn. But Swerve got the points. So him and Moxley are tied at 9 apiece. Then of course, like I said, we saw MJF get attacked. Then of course, Moxley was getting ready to cut one of his promos, but Swerve walked up and said, "Nah, my boy, we both tied, but we gonna see what happens next week in Texas. So next week we gonna get that boy Swerve versus John Moxley." Ooh, TK, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. TK, I know how you do shit. You gonna make this the first match.
Of course.
I ain't gonna lie.
Of course.
I ain't gonna lie. I want this to be the main event. This is John Moxley versus Swerve. I don't think you can put 2 other people in a match bigger than that. Don't you me. This is John Moxley versus Isaiah Swerve. This is almost the same level as Hangman, him going up against Hangman, but now it's the 3-time world champion.
It is. I'm just trying to figure. Okay, let me ask you this. Did they announce the card for next week?
They announced the card for next week. They had some matches on there.
But nothing that stuck out to you that could possibly like
nah.
Okay.
I mean, you know, had him. Who is Page fighting next week? Leo. Who is Page fighting next week? Damn it! Is it Jay White? Is it Hangman Page fighting Jay White? No, I think it's Jay White. I don't know, but I feel like Moxley versus Swerve would be the still main event. Roddy Strong, right. It's Roddy Strong versus Heyman.
So then you can have that match open up the show. Has Swerve.
But there's no other match that TK announced for next week that's going to trump. You didn't put the women's championship match on. Christian already defended his TNT championship.
Yeah.
Uh, the tag team belts is on Collision right now, so they not showing up right now. So and Orange Cassidy, he might be, I don't know what he's doing right now, but he ain't finna main event because you didn't even announce him. So you got nothing else to put as your main event other than John Moxley and swerving while you're driving. That's it, man. That's it, man. You get the wild thing, and while you're swerving while you're driving, I'm good. That's the main event next week. Just go ahead and give that to me. I'm good. Then of course, like I say, Tony Storm, Tony Storm, Tony Storm, Timeless Tony Storm, Sky Blue. Not gonna lie, I liked it. I liked the women's match.
There we go. Good. I was like, there we go. Give my girl Sky Blue some credit now.
I mean, I've been giving Sky Blue her credit. I've been giving Blue her credit, but her and Tony, was the battle of the cakes, and this was a really good. This was a really delicious match, and and it just went back and forth. There was icing all over everywhere, and yeah, man, it was I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself, but no, this was a really good back and forth match between both women. I thought Sky looked great in this match. Tony, hey man, look, I don't know if she would have ever been able to do this in WWE. I don't know if Tony.
Not without them making a mockery of her. I felt like it would have started like this, and then I felt like Vince would have found some way to just make this stupid as fuck.
I'm not even gonna say that. I'm gonna take Vince out the equation. Because even though when she came up, Vince was there. I'm gonna take Vince out the equation. I still don't think she would be this hot in WWE with this type of character.
Yeah, because and then you got
I don't know if they would have allowed it. I don't know if they would have allowed it because there's such a line that she's kind of tiptoeing on that it's like, man, chin up, chits out, and watch for the shoot.
You know what I like? When she off to the side, and then like you can hear her like she's like, "It's time for a titty slap."
Like there's hey man, I just really just don't know. The dark blue, ooh, that I mean when she goes dark, when she decides to join over, Leo laughing at her ass. I really think at why the hell? Wait a minute, hold on, Leo. Why the hell you want to, man? Why you want to put drywall with bakery? Look here, man. Don't do that. Let's not do that, man. We don't want to add that. We don't. That's not a sweet tooth. That's a jawbreaker. Tony Storm is really hitting on something with this character, and her shenanigans in the match just made it just made everything flow easy. But as far as just both women showing what they can do and just back and forth, not gonna lie, it looked like Sky may try to upset her at the end, but Tony, she got the one up on her. But I still thought it was a good match. I thought both of them really, too young, not young because Tony is not young, but Sky Blue being young in her first real big world title opportunity. I thought she really did show up and showed out. Tony doing her thing. It was a really good back and forth match. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. So I think TK might have found the sweet spot for some of the women's matches. I think that was a perfect timing of the match. I think enough happened and they were able to do enough in the ring to really give you what you needed from it. And Tony retained. Your thoughts on that match, man, before we move on. King said, don't dry up the already perfect cake. Exactly, sir. You do not do that.
No, I enjoyed the match. Again, like you say, both women did good. Tony, she's killing it with this character. Sky Blue's getting a chance to, again, get shown in the spotlight. I think her along with Julia Hart, they're two up-and-coming women on the AEW roster that I think is really going to make a splash moving forward. Again, I will say this. I've said this. We both said this. Actually, even on the pay-per-views, I would like to maybe see the women just a little I would like to see the women more involved on the card. Even if it wasn't a second match on the show, I just would have liked to see them do something. I feel like Tony Khan sometimes kind of zeroes in on one female storyline, and it's kind of like, all right, well, I got the one out the way. I'll worry about the rest later. So I kind of feel like sometimes the women kind of get forgotten about on the card. But outside of that, enjoyed the match. Like you said, it didn't go too long. It wasn't too short. Feel like everybody got their shit in, and we got our point across.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Earl says, man, shout out to AEW audience for their instant why we don't like you chance. Same old shit. Hey, man. Hey, the people will tell you, man. The people will tell you. But no, I thought, I really liked that match. And then, of course, man, we got the Jay White versus Jay Lethal, which again, another great Continental Classic match. Jay Lethal, man, my man needed the 3 points. He was determined he gonna get these damn 3 points. But hey, I know some people been kind of crapping on AEW because they feel like they dropped the ball with Jay Lethal. I don't feel like they dropped the ball with Jay Lethal. I think Jay Lethal came in doing exactly what he wanted to do. He had to, when he first got there, he had to get the feel. He had to, get in and but it also depends on a lot of these guys when they come in. It's like, man, are they really looking to be world champion? Like, because a lot of people feel like, man, when certain people come in, they need to instantly be presented to the world championship. They need to instantly be in the most polarizing, popular moment or whatever it is that you do. And it's like, man, you can't do that. Like, then what is the legitimacy of the damn title if every new person that come in gets a title shot and becomes champion?
You notice that though. You notice that because that was the problem that people were complaining about when Tony Khan was signing all these WWE people. Oh, they bringing in too many WWE people. Hey, bro. And then the same, and then they're mad because Jay Lethal didn't get the same treatment they was complaining about. Exactly. If he would have just brought Jay Lethal in, he would have won. Somebody would have been bitching. Oh man, he took that from an up and coming homegrown talent. Shut the fuck up.
Right. So it's like, damn, be damned if you do, be damned if you can't. But I feel like Jay is doing what he wants to do. He's working how he wants to work. He's doing, I don't feel like he's not getting what he wants, or I don't think there's not much he wants. Man wants to just wrestle and be who he is and enjoy himself and work the way he worked. And if he can do that, then cool, do that. Then it is what it. Would you have wanted to see him win a title or something by now? Okay, sure, maybe AEW or a TNT championship, sure, but I think now he's kind of hit his stride and his character, who he is, being there. It may end up coming again. There's plenty of opportunity, for people to come up and win. Get to some of these questions real quick. I like the little points keeping angle. Yeah, because you keep up with the points and stuff with the tournament, but that lets you. That's the kind of the reason what makes it. It's kind of a round robin kind of thing. So, I like that. Many people say Lethal would be pushed and gone right away and disregarded. Clearly, that didn't happen. Same with Swerve. It's same with Swerve. Same with Tony. It's same with some. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people have come in and it took them a minute. Some people they've come in and they stayed on top. It's injuries and purpose is part of the business, and it is what it is. You can see why TK and when Vince was in charge, they never listened to the internet fans or fans in general. Same reason pro sports don't bow down to the fan base. No, you just give them a little bit of what they want, and he's like, here it is, and enjoy it. You ungrateful peasants. But no, man, I don't have a problem with the way Jay Lethal's been presented. He's been in some good matches. He's had opportunities, but obviously, man, the man is at a certain age, and some people just enjoy this business. Bryan Danielson, TK did not fumble Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson is doing what he wants to do. He is doing exactly what he wants to do. If he wanted to really be AEW World Champion, he would have been AEW World Champion. That's not what he wanted. He wanted to come in and wrestle and kick people's heads off and have matches with people that you wouldn't normally see him wrestle. That's what he wanted, man. So I don't know what else what else people can want. You got to just let some things flow the way it flowed. I mean, hell, we just got a main event tonight of Christian going to be Adam Copeland for the TNT Championship, and we were just talking about that. Like, the TNT Championship has legitimacy. There's been way too many matches that we have watched, main event Dynamite matches where, man, we've seen some hell of a battles for that TNT championship. So no, there's legitimacy in things, and you can go after other stuff, but it's not to say that there's not an opportunity still down the line. Clive says, man, Kenny was out for a whole year. Yeah, Kenny was out for a whole year. Shit, and came back and still did the damn thing. So it's not like there was an opportunity for people to come up and do other stuff. Other people came in and won. It is what it is.
Hey man, it's this thing called a circle of life. Sometimes you're at the top, sometimes you're in the middle, and sometimes you're at the bottom. But either way it goes, if you stay long enough, it's gonna make its way back around, man.
It will, man. But you got to do your part too. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm like, damn, no, regardless if it's AEW, WWE, whatever company we in, the company's got to do their part, but you got to do yours too. So, everybody can't have their cake and eat it too. Sometimes you got to eat that damn them bean pies and be happy.
I thought you about to say drywall.
Nah, I wouldn't even punish my worst enemy with that.
Or the drywall. Oh my god,
the jawbreaker. You don't want none of that.
But bro, overall, I felt like it was a decent show. I believe Earl earlier in the show gave it a 2.8. I'm going to actually up
that.
That.
Very high for Earl, ladies and gentlemen. Earl almost giving out threes in this mug, boy. Man.
You know what?
Somebody check on Earl. Somebody check on that man. Make sure he all right. Make sure he ain't being held hostage.
Speaking of threes, I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'm gonna give the show a 3. No. I'm giving it a 2.8. I'm sticking with Earl because that main event, that ending kind of did it for me.
Okay.
All right. But see, I don't know if no. I'm gonna stick with my 3. I'm gonna stick with my 3. Okay. Because the Continental Classic matches were good.
Yeah.
The Tony Storm versus Sky Blue match was good. Christian and Edge was good until the ending.
Until that
and then we got build up for next week. So honestly, overall show, I'm gonna give this a 3. I'm gonna give it a 3. I gave last week's a 3. I'm gonna give this one a 3. This was a 3 show. I'm good with that. I didn't like the ending, but the rest of the show was solid all the way through, man. I didn't feel like it was a drag moment. I didn't really feel like it was too much of a drag moment in none of the matches.
No, I agree 100%, man. Like I said, I can't punish the whole show for
that one ending. I mean, we can. I mean, we have, we can. But he said Christian. He said, he said Earl. Oh, so Earl, it would have been a 3.1. Oh shit!
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, I got you. Hey, we'll see. Okay, Earl, we were all on the same page. We were all feeling it. We were all on the same page. We were all feeling what the show is. But yeah, but this is what I like about AEW. To kind of, that's the rest of the show. We ain't really got nothing else to talk about. We saw what we saw from Edge and Christian. Right. And like I said, mommy sleeping with daddy again. This is what I like about AEW. This is what I want to kind of see. I don't need a whole bunch of promos. I don't need a whole bunch of 20-minute segments. I don't need a whole bunch of nonsense, silly shit. I mean, we'll I mean, not saying I don't want it, but I don't need it to dominate the show. I watching wrestling. I want to see people wrestle. And we watch people wrestle. Yeah, there were a few interviews and moments here to kind of push something, a narrative or a story further. But outside of that, it wasn't just something stupid that didn't really have no meaning to it. And the flow was steady. It was a steady flow. Once they finished the interview, it either went to commercial or it went straight to the next match. It wasn't really too much of a drag or kind of spaced out moment. I was wondering how TK was going to fit all those matches on the card tonight. We saw how he didn't fit all the matches on the card. It fit, and it was more of a storyline purpose. So, no, man, this is what I like about AEW. This is what I want to see out of AEW. And as long as TK keeps doing it this way, or in some way, form, or fashion of this way, man, I think AEW will continue to be fine, and we'll enjoy it and let the haters hate.
Man, because haters gonna do what haters gonna do. But bro, again, like I said, dude, I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I had fun talking about the show. I didn't think it was gonna be on for almost an hour, so that's good.
Man, it's the AEW, man. You know, once the people
Yeah.
get to throwing, you know, we gonna be on here, man. That's why I'm like, no, we gonna talk for a minute. We got to get the people they due diligence and they time, man. You know, they giving us that time. We got to give them that time. But nah, man, no, solid show, man. TK back-to-back weeks, and it's just simple. It's just a simple tournament with just some good wrestling, and man, now it's getting to the climax of it. Now we're kind of getting to the all right. Who's gonna take the first lead? Because now the gold bracket, boy. And when you look at the gold bracket, it's not star studded, but it's but damn, it's a damn this bracket. I'm liking this gold bracket, but that blue bracket though. On Rampage and on Collision, hey man. Hey, Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson again. Oh yeah, you best believe I want to see that again. I might have to watch that Brody King and Claudio again, man. Because man, two big beanie men slapping meats. You know, hey, that can be always something special. Sometimes it can be bad, but sometimes that can be something special. But I'm really loving the Continental Classic, just for what we're getting from it.
No, man, dude, same here. I like again, great wrestling show. AEW fans, have no fear. There's nothing going wrong with the ship. The ship is okay. There's ebbs and flows, but we're still in the hottest period of pro wrestling right now. And as always, with the hottest podcast, the GOW, the Shaq and Kobe of this shit, man. The Michael Jordan and fuck Scottie Pippen. The Michael Jordan and the Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I don't want to claim Rodman. Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. Time out. Hold up. I don't want to. No, don't make me do it.
All right. What about Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire?
Shit, damn! I got broke up knees. Damn, dude, you just doing
man, bro. I'm trying to give you some goats here. All right, Tony.
Them ain't goats. Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
Okay. I got you. Okay, Tony Parker and Tim Duncan.
All right, I'll take that.
There we go. God damn, man. Shit, you hard.
I'll take that. Shit, man. Damn, we got championships, man. I don't want to just run up and down the court and blow my knees out.
Oh shit! Hey, I could have said Kerry Kittles and Richard Jefferson.
Oh, you'd have been on your own. Shit, that'd have been you by yourself. All by yourself. Hell no, man. Hey, man, come get your boy, man. Come get your boy. Oh, shit,
at this point, man, I'm just pulling names out the Rolodex, man. Jeff McGinnis was great when he was with us, wasn't he?
It's all good, man. It's all to the good, man. Hey, but for real, before we get out of here, because we really about to come up on an hour. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Tag team over under. And we want to know who y'all choice is. We already got our two. Well, I'll have my two. He'll have his two. And we want you guys to give us some names. And the most names of the most name out of all the names you give us, that'll be the name that we'll talk about. So if there's a tag team, couple of tag teams, you throw out a couple of tag team names, whichever tag team name we see the most of, that's the team we'll add to the list. We'll talk about them tomorrow, for our over-under. And then, of course, Friday, y'all know what it is, man. It's the block party. Oh, yeah, tag teams, Clive. You know what it is, tag teams. So, throw out a couple of tag team names, see who, see who will pop up tomorrow, man. But, of course, tomorrow, Friday night block party. And most definitely, your boys will be, we will be live. We'll be at each other's own house because it's just NXT. So we'll be doing the NXT deadline for Saturday night. We got 5 matches for that. Check out the prediction show that we did yesterday. Make sure you get that in, and then man, we got a lot of wrestling for the rest of the week for y'all, man. So yeah, man, hit those notifications, man. Oh man, they throwing the names out there already. Undertaker and Kane, Killer Bees. Ooh. All right, man. Okay. We see what else y'all put out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Roll Express. Earl reaching deep in the bag. Ooh.
Earl the Pearl. Yes, sir. Well, with that being said, man, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially eclipsed the 1 hour here on the Generation Wrestling Podcast. Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW. As always, I'm the franchise. He is the king. And before we get out of here,
you are listening to the GOW Podcast because, we always like to do it with a little hardcore country.
Bye-bye, bitch.